Most realtors think that Zillow is their best source for leads until they take a true look at their multi-touch attribution. So I'm in the process of beta testing a analytics tracking tool for realtors and small business owners that at the time of recording this video is not released yet. However, if you want to be able to view it or try to use it, it will be released between summer and fall of 2026. So here you're able to see an overview on your dashboard: visits, leads, followers, projects. You're able to see everything: social engagement. You can see your snapshot of your performance trends and a snapshot of some of your top keywords. I always like to start here in organic analytics. So I make sure I do a 90-day view. And so these are the impressions that we've gotten over the past few months. Followers and likes, I feel like this is a total from, all the social media accounts. So the first thing here that would be important on this tool would be your top search queries, okay? And like for us, these are the majority of the phrases that we utilize where we pop up in searches. It lets you know the amount of impressions that you get for the searches and the amount of clicks, which we're not getting any clicks because this isn't technically live, but still we're getting impressions even though they may be low. You can see some of these are low. Actually this one is not low. Video marketing company for Johns Creek. This is position 6. So this is actually on the front page. So we're, in the process of tweaking this, but this is good to see that some of the testing that we're doing for keywords is letting us know where we are. So for a realtor, you'll be able to see where you're ranking in your city, in your area, based on keywords that people are searching for. And that is very important to see what's working for you and what's not working. So if I was just starting out, I would take the one, let's say this one is at 26, Atlanta Media Pros, right? So if I was starting a campaign, I would start with these words, the ones that are already high, and continue to work on that to get that higher. Social media performance is pretty straightforward. This is more ranking for additional keywords. It lets you know the difficulty for some of these words. So here we can also see some additional data, direct sources versus organic sources. And then here you can also get to see a little bit more information. Our gender breakdown is female, only 32% male. So that's interesting as well. But you can see this information. You can also see your demographic and age breakdown information as well. There's a CRM side to the system as well. I just have some test data in here for this particular account, but you can create a new list. So if you want to make a new list, you just create the list, give it a name. If you want to add leads, you can do that. Add leads to your list. Pretty straightforward. Lots of information to track. And you can also edit leads to be in multiple categories. Okay, yeah, right here. Yeah, you can be in more than one list. There's also a project management section, which you can use this for pipeline, backlog, things you need to do, things that are in progress, things that are done. This can be general project management. This can be onboarding for potential clients or clients that you're working with. It's pretty simple, right? So you want everything simple. But as you're working on a car, you can drag it along the process. You can edit it if you want to, edit some of the information, move it along in process or done. Create a new project or pipeline, just give it a name. And then from there, you would go to screens to fill in, more information about it. And then you switch between your projects and pipelines here. If you need to have a new task to add while you're in a project, which is tasks are are cards like this. You can add that, no problem there. And then there's a section for your CRM. So you can get code snippets, generate these code snippets, take this code snippet, drop it into your website. It adds a form. When that form is filled out, it comes here to this page. And so to help combat spam, as you see this lead, you decide whether or not you want to approve this lead or delete this lead. Okay. If you approve it, then it goes back to your CRM and it is added to the list of potential clients. If you want to delete it, then you can do that, and it never touches your database. And that's very important to be able to delete that stuff. There are too many realtors that I know, and there are too many realtors that I work with that are only focusing on their leads and their lead generation and their CRM software. Some of them are creating landing pages, but all of them are not creating landing pages for their individual campaigns. That's something that you should be doing. A lot of them also are relying on their broker to give them a website or give them landing pages on their site to pull in leads. And that's fine as a starter tool, but you need to have your own tool. You need to be tracking all of your analytics yourself, and you need to be tracking and keeping your own CRM data. So by tracking all of your people, this is the only way that you know your true cost per acquisition. This is the only way you know your true customer acquisition costs, your return on investment, your return on ad spend. All of these numbers are very important. So you need to stop wasting thousands of dollars on ad spend that's leading down to a dead end. By focusing on your analytics, you're able to save a lot more money, and you get to see the real picture of where your leads are really coming from and how they're reacting to what you're posting for them online. So if this is something that you're interested in, just drop the word attribution down below and let's have a conversation.